Hello people, I'm Vito, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn with Robberlink.
Hello.
Alright, where we last left off, we recruited Heather to the cause, but we still need to defeat Yeardley.
Yes. Let me see. How much damage do you do? 11. And actually, what about you? Okay, 7. Okay, so I could put you here. And heal.
Yeah, that's good. I was also thinking, when this level started, I don't know how much Nephany and Brum overheard, but if they overheard the whole thing where he was talking about Ike the Patriot and whatnot, they should have mentioned, Brum and Nephany should have mentioned that they worked with Ike, not Valencia, with Ike. Because that's the one that they seem to be idolizing here.
There's a good point.
It's like, we worked with Ike. He wouldn't have wanted this. Yeah, if he's not on a defense space, he shouldn't heal back up, so even if it's a tiny amount. Be gone with you, thief. We won't have filth like you stand in the way of our supremacy. So, you're the one sent by Ludveck of Fillaray? Huh. Ludveck of Fillaray. Haven't heard of that before. You've been stirring up these little revolts all over the place.
Ah.
What? How did you know? Because you just told me, idiot. I see things here and there, but half of it was just a guess. So kind of. Judging by your reaction, though, it seems I was right. You little... Don't get so steamed up, Mr. Fancy Pants. You just look silly. Nothing personal, kid. Nothing personal. I just don't like men like you. Have a card.
Is this your card?
Oh.
Oh.
He's moving now. That could hurt. It did, in fact, hurt. Not that, though.
Thank you for trying.
Help!
This was a terrible mistake.
Well, it's a good thing I had you battle save before this started. Oh, she might be dead. 23% chance. It's not... Yeah, not too bad.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah. I wonder if he wouldn't have moved if we hadn't attacked him. What? Are you sure you want to do that?
Why not? I was gonna get her out of the way and heal. What?
They could probably chase her.
Not if I kill them, but fine.
Also keep in mind that if you kill Yeardley, that'll end the match, so...
Yeah.
I just don't want you to save at a point where you can't recover, you know?
I like how little faith you have in me. Granted, I haven't done anything to earn faith, but like, come on.
Granted, you got Nephany killed on turn 2 or something. So if you move Brum up and attack, then will Yeardley not be able to get around to that spot if you move Heather there instead? Where you're about to kill that guy?
What is your movement? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'd be able to reach.
Okay.
But he'd be the only one. Like, it'd either be him or this guy.
True.
So yeah.
And from that spot, you can still use the card on the other dude.
I think I'd prefer to heal.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, like, if she was already healed up and whatever, but you're right. Fair point.
So here, I took your suggestion. Are you happy?
Yeah, she might need that, right?
Fine. Actually, wait, you can't... Nah. Just use this.
She needs all the HP she can get.
Like, she'd only need a vulnerary, but, like, whatever.
Okay, good. Stop breaking your knife. That is highly unnecessary. It's like, here, let me sharpen my knife on your armor. It's like, no, you're just going to break it. Well... I don't know. Do you want my suggestion?
Yeah, you can say it.
I was thinking if you can move her to the right, if she can kill him with the javelin, then you can move Heather out of the way and lock the boss where he is, Yeardley. And then you can, guarantee that she's safe. Yeah, that could work.
Why not? Although, actually, how good are you against him?
Actually,
Okay, you'd be able to survive.
Well, another thing is, he can still move to the right. Those are just bushes. So he wouldn't be blocked completely. So I might be wrong about that.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I can move her out of the way.
Yeah, I'm just saying it wouldn't actually be blocking Yeardley in the way because he could still move right. So it wouldn't be as good as I was hoping, but...
Then... Actually... Move you here so you can't use that bush. I was thinking about saving the card for later, but, like, I'm probably going to forget about it anyway.
Yeah, I never used them, so the fact that we found a use is amazing.
You eat leaf. And then let the boss exhaust himself.
Ah, survivors of the war. You would be better off dead and forgotten. You can't stop the Duke.
Watch me. Duke?
Yes, our master, Lord Ludveck, Duke of Felleray, will rule over Crimea. When our plan is complete, the Queen will be erased from history.
That sounds kind of tyrannical.
Now then, well, you haven't heard the last, or what would be the words for it? I haven't even gotten started. That'd probably be appropriate. Now then, I believe it's time for you to die.
Right. Ha.
Like,
Just awkwardly stands.
Like, why aren't you dead? I told you it was time for you to die.
Hey, you! Who put you up to this? Politics ain't my strong suit, so you can spare me the details, but I know you're up to no good and someone's behind it.
Ha! Clamor all you like, but it won't change a thing. Revolution is taking root across Crimea. Our plan is flawless. We are getting rid of that girl. We shall have a new ruler in Melior. Soon, Lord Ludveck, Duke of Felleray, will wear the crown. Whoops, I didn't mean to tell you that.
It's like, okay, but like, how about you don't? Ludveck? From Felleray?
That is correct. And you shall perish with that name fresh on your lips, you blundering cow.
Hey, don't bring my farm animals into this.
Like, ha! You fight like a dairy farmer. I messed that up. Let me try that again. Ha, you you fight like a dairy farmer.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
I'm glad you know the reference at least.
Of course.
Because I don't know if you've played that game, have you?
I think I did a little bit, but mostly I think I watched probably you play it or something. Or my sister. Guess I'll just wait, because he can do more than half of Nefani's health in one hit, so...
You don't even want a card?
Yeah, I guess I probably could have, but like... Yeah, I probably should have just de-equipped her weapon. Then again, that is funny.
Oh, yes. Smart gameplay or humor? Well, I gotta pick the humor. For the memes, you know?
65% chance to hit him. What? Alright, you know what? I'll see if I can end this in one turn. You. Boom.
Fling some magic at him.
You. Go here. Yeah. Come on, you can do this. Yes. No. And I swear to the Lord above, if you miss, I will be disappointed.
Beyond all measure. Alright, there we go.
You're spared the wrath of my disappointment today, Brom. Unless you get another crappy level up.
One more resistance. There we go. That was better. No. My duty is incomplete. Lord Ludveck, please forgive me. Ugh.
Well, we killed him.
You bumpkins, just stay out of it.
Poke.
It hurts. It hurts so bad. Look, my leg. My leg.
Murderer. You're a murderer.
But,
Yeah, that's right. Nefani and me, we been to war. When y'all were hiding in cellars and attics, we were toe-to-toe with Dayan. And look at us now.
So stop it. Please. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You got your head on straight now? You youngsters get so riled up. Let me at 'em and bring 'em on. You know spit about war. Nefani, let's gear up and head out to the royal palace. Her Majesty's gotta know Ludveck's stirring up all kinds of nonsense. And my girl, Meg, she's off on her own. Knowing Meg, though, she'll be fine. As long as she doesn't get caught up in any revolutionary events of some sort in another country. That'd be ridiculous. Alrighty then, let's get moving.
sounds like a plan.
It is like you pointed out, though. Both Dayan and Crimea both have new rulers, but they also are both undergoing revolution. You two are really leaving, huh? Then? I thought it was going to be but no, it was then.
It's just him wheezing. He's old.
We put the peel?
We put the peel on the banana. Haven't heard that one before.
Don't know what it means. We put the people of this village in danger. We can't stay here now knowing that. We'll have to set things straight. I hate to leave, but...
Why did it have to come to this? I always thought our Queen Alencia was about as good as they come, lowering taxes and looking after orphans.
The young folk don't care about that stuff. They only care about what's getting their dander up. Then they ignore everything else. I reckon that's why we gotta do what we gotta do. If we don't step up, the whole country will be going on the compost heap. That's why we've got to get to Queen Alencia right away. It's all gonna be just fine. If I know Her Majesty, she'll take care of this uprising in no time. Then we can return to our farms and grow some mighty good eats. All of you just hold tight now. God admire your optimism. All right.
A tiny bit of bonus experience for what Heather did on her own.
Yes. You know, stabbing a priest.
In a rural Crimean town, a band of rebels sow the seeds of discontent. They are stopped by Brom and Nephany, two former Crimean soldiers. However, more uprisings are sure to follow. Brom and Nephany decide to travel to Melior, the capital of Crimea, and inform Queen Alencia as to the gravity of the situation.
Alrighty, Chapter 2, Tides of Intrigue.
Alright, what's so intriguing about these tides?
I see no tides. I see trees and a castle.
Oh boy, I got a lot of talking to do. I see. So that's what's going on. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I'm very sorry your village was affected by this. You have my sincere apologies. Oh no, Your Majesty. We don't need no apology. We're just happy we could help. Lucia, Brom's story confirms what we've suspected all along. Yes, as we thought. Duke Ludveck of Felleray is firing up a rebellion. Because, you know, I don't know why firing up a rebellion. Anyway. Let me try that again.
They just gotta be fancy with the wording.
Yes. Duke Ludveck of Felleray is firing up a rebellion. We should have seen it coming. To be honest, Queen Alencia, there have been a number of indications that something like this was underway. We'd hoped to uncover something more tangible than hushed rumors. I should have told you sooner. No, I bear some responsibility as well. The discontent among the populace is due to my lack of experience as a ruler. Now that a rebellion is gaining momentum, innocent blood will surely be spilled. I have always held the well-being of the Crimean people as my highest priority. I've done my utmost in Crimea's name. And all I've ever desired is a country where war and hunger are unknown. Unfortunately, people are jerks.
And they want to know war.
Soon they'll be asking for hunger. I don't understand these people.
Can I get new people?
Begging your pardon, Queen Alencia. Yes, Brom. Your Majesty is doing a bang-up job of it. This country is a safe place to live, and that's more than most can say. Once you get the hang of things, I'm sure you'll be the name future kings and queens will try to live up to. We know you can do it. And it ain't like all the young bucks out there got bees in their bonnets. There's a whole mess of folk doing their darndest to make this a fine country. They want to make you proud, Your Majesty. Thank you. All nations experience unrest when the reins of leadership change hands. It's true the world over. But for Ludveck to start beating the drums of war, as if this were unheard of, what utter nonsense. We must not allow it. Your Majesty, would you be so kind as to appoint me to the task of his capture? I myself will march into Felleray and seize Ludveck and his rebels. No, Joffrey. We can't do that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough evidence to arrest him. But I really want to stab him.
Technically, Yeardley admitted it to people who are here. We have like 3 witnesses.
Don't worry, brother. If we have no evidence, then I suppose we'll have to
Jig?
dig some up.
We'll have to do a merry jig.
Sorry, I can only see part of the word because the microphone's in the way. I thought it said jig. Your Majesty, I'd like to take on that job. Lucia, I appreciate your dedication. You have my permission to proceed. Alright.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't actually have this between the previous 2 levels.
No, we did not.
Alright, if you want to save it to the 3rd one as well as the backup.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. You seemed a little hesitant.
Yeah, and then you can save back to the last one so it sticks to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Wah.
And we have info. Quite a lot.
You speak.
I really wanted to go to the palace. I would have been happy with just a tiny little glance at Queen Alencia. She's glorious. This is so unfair.
Yep, it's the pits. But that queen of ours is a real nice lady. Knowing her, she'd probably just let you talk to her, noble or not.
The nerve of that dude Ludveck. He ruined my one chance to meet the queen. I won't stand for it.
Did you say duke or dude?
Both.
Curse you, dude Ludveck.
You don't deserve the title of duke. I'm demoting you to dude. He needs a kick in the rear or a punch in the mouth. The things I'd do to him.
Maybe a dagger in the heart. Heather? You sure are a lovely gal and all, but you sure do say some funny things. Can't argue with that, Neffany. But that's just the way folks are. They ain't always what they appear to be. Ain't nobody perfect neither. Unless you're talking about the goddess, that is.
Excuse me, someone? Oh, it's Lucia.
Oh. Well, hi there, Miss Lucia. What can we help you with? I came to ask for a favor. If it's not too much to ask, I'd like you both to accompany to Felleray. Accompany me to Felleray. I'm not sure if I forgot the me in that. No, that won't be a problem. You going to catch the Duke? Something a little more preliminary. I guess you could call it espionage.
We were just accused of being spies. Now you're going to make it true?
Espio what? Sounds serious. Neffany, you ever heard of that?
I think you should go see a doctor.
Oh, sure. When I was just a sprout, I caught a... I'm sorry. Oh, sure. When I was just a sprout, I caught a real bad case of that. I got this awful rash all over my back, too.
Good to know the writers had the same thought.
That's a very nice story. Maybe I'd better explain what I mean.
Don't you know anything? Espionage is all about stealing secrets and not getting caught. It's one of my many strong points.
Oh, really? And who might you be?
My name is Heather. I'm a friend of Neffany's. Because I declared it so.
I didn't agree to that.
I'd do anything to help Her Majesty. Seriously, anything.
I see. Maybe you can lend a hand as well.
Miss Lucia, you're the greatest. Like, amazingly, stupendously great. I'd love to help. Okay.
Okay.
Lagoos. I don't think we saw Lagoos around here. Oh, it's them.
Ah, the classic furries.
Did you voice both of these too? I think you did. My god, it's just everyone that you voice now.
Well, there have been a good number of times where you voice everyone, so. What was your voice? Right.
Lady Lucia, we've heard a rumor that...
You'll be leaving?
Okay. Again, microphone in the way.
We've heard a rumor that you'll be leaving to investigate an enemy. Is this true? Lady Leith, Sir Mordecai. Well, you're not supposed to know about that. We could return to Gallia and bring back soldiers to help, you know. As an ally at a time of crisis, I'm certain our king would lend support. No, Lady Leith. This is an internal affair. We don't want to have to involve Gallia in Crimea's civil problems.
More fighters are always better. The people of Gallia. All will fight for Queen Alencia.
Listen, I know you mean well, but I just can't allow it. I'm sorry, but if there were even a hint of Gallia's assistance, there would be even more problems in the royal court. I feel like my speech is slowly slurring.
Problems? What problems?
Get it together, Rubberlink.
Speech problems.
This conflict isn't exactly a life or death situation for Crimea, so... relying on support from a Lagoos nation would cause an uproar with the nobility. Is that what you mean? Yes, unfortunately. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's the truth. No, it's common sense, given the history of both our nations. I completely understand. We won't report this to Gallia.
I mean, you could let them know. Just don't ask for help.
Yeah.
Thank you for your understanding. I apologize for troubling you.
No, it is fine.
Why this tactic of rousing the people to rebel against the queen, though? Any Lagoos who wanted to be king would fight for it with teas and cloth?
You're just making me think of golf. With their tees and their clubs and their balls.
Yes. Golf. The only proper way to ascend to monarchy.
Any Lagoos who wanted to be king would fight for it with teeth and claws, as is proper. You Bjork are always wasting time talking. Our society is very complex. There's history and tradition, unwritten law and custom. There are lots of reasons for why we... Attempts to compromise won't get you anywhere. You should just kill him and get it over with.
Mordecai feels sad. Poor Queen Alencia. We cannot help her.
That's not true, Mordecai. Having support from you and Leith is very helpful.
Really? Mordecai will help with anything.
I have a great idea. Together with the Lagoos... Princess Leanne? Why do I suddenly have a crowd? She says that she'd like to go.
I'm sorry, you speak that?
No, I'm sorry. It's much too dangerous where we're going. I couldn't risk something happening to you.
Hoo-hoo! I guess this mangy old coot will be joining the action then. To ensure my lady's safety, of course.
Sir Lucci as well. Stars above.
Alright, well, it is about time to end the episode, but I was thinking of saying, I swear Rubberlink doesn't do all the voices. It's split like, half and half. Like I voiced, Ashnard, Grail, Patrine. Oh wait, they're all dead. Alrighty.
I guess we'll save those for next time then.
Yep. So we will end it here, and we will continue this next time.
So, dear viewers, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.